Hey, Becky, how are you doing tonight? Hope you're having a great night. Hope things are well. I am popped on pretty late tonight. Was in a seminar, yeah, virtual seminar thing all day today, and just want to do some sketching. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm making. Some kind of perspective view. I'm having Sharpie issues. Has anybody ever had Sharpie issues? Like, it must be really dry in here or something because they're not really drawing the way I want them to. I don't know if it's paper or what. It's kind of weird. Let me just grab some scrap here. Yeah, the Sharpie, that one's pretty dry. This one's a little better. Really interesting. Hope you all had a great day. Hey, Don, how are you? Good to see you. Yeah, so I'm working on some kind of perspective view of something. Something, that's pretty technical, right? I'm also broadcasting live on YouTube at the same time, which is kind of cool. So, hey, Linda, how are you doing? Good to see you. Linda, are you watching on YouTube? If so, that would be awesome. Let me know. I am trying something totally new tonight on Facebook and YouTube. But this is kind of a fun little sketch that's going on here. I was sketching like the shape of a tree over here on the right side. I'm going to add some graphite or something and darken some things up on here. Hope you guys can see this okay. Let me sharpen it a little bit. Maybe some kind of path here. I was starting to picture some kind of a stairway or something kind of going up here. Maybe it continues up beyond. Maybe there's some kind of a gate or something here in the background, a doorway. So I just wanted to practice some perspective layouts. Been having more and more requests on how to create loose style perspectives like I've been doing. So I'm working on it, trying to, just to get better at it. I'll be teaching it in my workshop in May, teaching this quick method I do, but I just want to keep playing around with it. So that'll be a good night just to mess around with some different shapes on here. Come on, Sharpie work. We need some Sharpie love. That's cool, Linda. You are on YouTube. So, Linda, let me know if you can see everything and hear everything okay on YouTube. And my peeps here, the Inklings on Facebook, let me know. Give me thumbs up or hearts so I know you guys can hear me and see me okay as well. This is so cool. Very cool. I'm actually going to break out. Alright, you guys didn't hear me say this. You didn't hear me say this. But I'm going to put the Sharpie away just maybe for a minute or two. Put the Sharpie to the side. It's okay. Right? It's okay. We're allowed to use whatever materials, supplies, tools we have on hand. Feel free to play around and experiment. I know I love Sharpies. But I think I'm going to break out my Pilot Precise B7 pen. Yeah, Becky, you have been doing some awesome stuff out there. I agree with Donna. All of you guys are doing some really cool things. I love it. Keep up the creativity. Keep the energy going. We all thrive. I think we all feed off each other's energy and creativity. Good stuff. I can see you fine, but can't see notes from Facebook. Yeah, so if you're on YouTube, you're only going to see YouTube people commenting. And if you're on Facebook, you're only going to see the Facebook people commenting. So they're very separated that way as far as platforms go. So Linda, here's what we got to do. We got to get more people over on YouTube watching this so you can interact. We can have conversations there too. So if you guys know anybody on YouTube, feel free to share my channel. Share the stream with them. Like it. Give me a thumbs up on Facebook. Let's get people on Facebook and YouTube. Let's get more people engaging. That would be so incredible. So good. I love you guys who came up with the name Inklings. Someone did, and you guys are just awesome. I love the positivity. This is so fun. I'm gonna break out. Some graphite. Maybe we'll do some sepia. Actually, brought out my Becky. You know what this is, right, Becky? If you guys know what I'm gonna use, let me know. What are we calling this? It's not Talenti Gelato Caramel Cookie Crumble. That's what used to be in here. Long since gone. This is something else. We're gonna play around with this a little bit tonight. I have it here opened up. It's always ready to go. Hey Patty, how are you? That's cool. So Patty, you gotta notice I was on Facebook, on YouTube. That's awesome. I am on Facebook as well. Yeah, Becky got it. 10 points, 10 points, magic solution. Got the magic solution here. Gotta market this stuff one day. Secret. You were calling your joints Inklings, but then I said we could be Inklings. Yeah! I love it. Yeah, Patty, good stuff. It's appreciate that. I like the name Inklings. So, I don't know, 5 years ago or something, I forget now, I would wake up every morning and do quick sketches. And I used to call those Inklings. I did it for 2-3 years straight every morning. They ended up actually being almost kind of cartoony and have some fun phrases on them. I don't have them on my new website, but so that's kind of where I came up with Inklings. And yeah, so thank you, Patty. So that's cool. Linda and Patty are in YouTube land. Becky, Donna, and Tim. Hey, Tim, how are you? Good to see you. Yeah, it could be some kind of a greenhouse. Tim, I see that. The structure here, some kind of glass. I'm going to sketch or do something with a tree here. Good stuff. So let's break out the magic solution. You guys are awesome. So here it is. It's a mix of, I gotta think back. It's gotta be, hey Urbanist, Exploring Cities, just slam that like button. Beautiful perspective on that sketch. Thank you, Urbanist. Shout out to you. I love Urbanist. If you guys don't know Urbanist, Ariel, he does amazing live streams from New York City, soon to be all over the country, I hope. All over the world, right? Big plans. Ariel's awesome. Thank you, Ariel. I appreciate that, man. So I can't find you live on Facebook. So Patty, that's weird. Yeah, so Donna and Tim and Becky all have me on Facebook. I'm not sure why you're not seeing me on Facebook. So I'll put a note and figure out how we can figure that out. This is the first time I'm actually streaming on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. So this is the magic solution. It's an acrylic paint mixed with, what else is in it? It's been so long. Acrylic paint, like an orange umber color. I think I have some acrylic ink in there as well. And I'm actually create just a little border around my drawing with it. We're going to just kind of darken the outside. Just create a little frame so we can focus on his perspective. So Tim said maybe it's some kind of a greenhouse. Tim, I like that idea. I could totally see it. Some kind of conservatory. Again, I'm just kind of winging it off the top of my head. Just wanted to play around with some perspectives tonight. Some free form, inking out loud, right? Inking out loud sessions are about free form and just going wherever. Wish you guys could hear the music. I got to figure out how to play music. I have to talk to Urbanist and see if somehow I'm allowed to buy or use the rights to his awesome streaming soundtrack. But I gotta find some copy or royalty-free music I can stream so I don't get shut down. Becky, patent pending. Yes, the patent is pending for this. The magic solution. Should we add like the magic sketching solution to it? To the title? What do you think? So I was actually in a marketing webinar workshop all day today, all day yesterday. I'm learning about marketing, how to come up and craft my message, what I'm trying to do. So I really want to take art, creativity, community, storytelling, positivity. I may have said that twice, and just kind of take it to the next level. I feel like this might sound weird, but I feel like this is a calling I've had for a long time. I just was always afraid to bring it out there. I'm not the best at this, that's for sure, but I just love connecting with everybody and sharing and just being in a positive environment. So that's one of the reasons I'm doing this. So we have this magic patent pending solution here. Hey, CJ Kathy Harrington Whitten, how are you? Underwater tunnel, that's cool too. Yeah, maybe I'm trying to think like Sea World or Disney or somewhere. I remember walking through like a tunnel like this and you could see the fish and stuff swimming around you. I love how you guys are using your imaginations. You're really letting your creativity come through. You're seeing the world in different ways. One of the things I purposely try to do with my sketches is I leave a lot of interpretation up to whoever's looking at them. So you can participate, see things. You know, I mean, if I'll go through here, very abstract, cityscape. I think Becky said when I was working on this sketch, I think you said you saw some kind of it's like a retro style kitchen or something when I was starting out, right? So I try to leave a lot open to interpretation. That's why I really love the loose, sketchy kind of style. Not very photorealistic, and that's okay. That's not what I do. Just play around with colors sometime. Here, this is a very abstract city. We were playing with colors and fluorescent and vibrant acrylic paints one day. I can always turn things into cityscapes and skylines. It's a love of sketching of mine. This was a very loose sketch here. So you'll see like a pattern, right? So I love how you guys are seeing different things in this. I know, let me flip this over. There we go. Sorry. Cool. So guys, yeah, so let's go back and let me just add some more stuff. I have actually some graphite. I'm just going to use some graphite and just kind of darken up some areas on here. I kind of see the silhouette of a tree in the background, so I'm going to put some graphite. And I just want to pull that tree kind of shape through. I'm going to use my aqua brush. I love these. It has water in it, so I don't need to dip it in my other. Look at that. Do you guys see a trend with me? Look, Talenti. I'm not cheating on Ben & Jerry's, I swear. Ben & Jerry's will always be #1. But, sometimes you just got to go with what's on sale. Talenti, there you go. One of my dreams would be to design packaging or come up with some kind of logo or graphic for Ben & Jerry's. How cool would that be? And even have like a flavor. I'd like to invent a flavor and have it named after maybe the Inklings, maybe some kind of Inkling sketching flavor. Guys, if you could invent your own ice cream flavor, what would you put in it? Let me know. I would love to know what you would love in your dream ice cream. So when my son was first born, Ben & Jerry's was doing a contest. This was years and years ago. For ice cream flavors. So I came up with the idea of, my son's name is Noah, of Noah's, I think it was like Noah's Animal Cracker Crunch. So it was going to be animal crackers with banana-based vanilla ice cream. I'm trying to remember now, caramel was going to be in it. I think pretzels, some peanut butter. I just can't remember all the ingredients, but those are some of my favorite ones that are coming into mind. I think I actually did submit it to the contest. I didn't win. That's okay. It's always fun trying to come up with creativity. Awesome. So if you guys are liking, just give me a thumbs up over there on YouTube or some hearts. Make sure you hit the like button on there. You guys on Facebook, I just like seeing hearts and likes and all that. I'm not using the right terminology, I know. My brain's all over the place. But you can kind of see, I'm just pulling out the shape of a tree back here. Again, we're just being very loose. Usually I talk and sketch more at the same time. But I'm so hyper and excited. I don't know why. Got a lot of energy. I think you guys got my energy up. I love it. So fun. So you got some of that. You know what? I'm going to put some, we're going to mess around with some acrylic ink. Actually, you know what we're going to use tonight? I'm going to break out a cerulean blue watercolor marker. And I'm just going to add some blue on here. I'm just playing around with some shapes and colors. And what I like to do with these, instead of, I could just do it right in the paper. Well, let's do it right in paper. I just touched it. So I'm just going to put some of this watercolor marker on here. I'll take my aqua brush and I'm just going to paint with it. So maybe there's some kind of glass, kind of blue sky in the background. I want to pop the frames out on this conservatory type of space. Or it could be underwater. Whatever you guys want to use for your imagination. They're trees. They're underwater trees, right? This is like the underwater tree fish. It's a new species they just discovered. So when I went to college at the University of Miami, oceanography is huge down there. Huge. A lot of, or marine biology, I think they call it. A lot of people study marine biology down at the University of Miami. Obviously, it's a great location for it. And I had friends that were studying it, and it was just fun to always talk to them. And they were talking about different species of fish and coral and all that good stuff. And it was just, you know, I was majoring in architecture. I majored in architecture, so I could speak about buildings and design, but to hear another field of study was really fascinating just to hear what they were talking about. It was so cool. So you can see as I'm adding this blue, I'm just pulling out the shapes of maybe this, where a steel frame could be. And it's kind of a crisscross frame. It's not a neat grid. And I did that intentionally just to play around with shapes, get some funky patterns going on. I like the way this watercolor marker is drying, and I'll show you guys. Actually, there should be some blue in front of the tree here, because the tree is beyond, outside somewhere. So I'm going to take a look and see Linda. I love their raspberry gelato. Linda, that sounds awesome. I have not had that. Raspberry gelato. Can't go wrong with raspberries, right? Love that. Becky, maple ice cream with walnuts and dark chocolate chunks. That sounds delish. Maple ice cream with walnuts and dark chocolate. I like that, Becky. That sounds good. Becky, you got to think of a name of it. What would you call it? Black raspberry with peanut butter swirl. That sounds awesome. You guys, look at these flavors. CJ, the aquarium in Atlanta has a great underwater tunnel. I'm going to have to Google that, CJ. That sounds really, really cool. I'm definitely going to do that. See, maybe I can get some good images and some inspiration ideas from it. So I put some color down. I'm going to come back and just lay down some more ink. Again, we're just keeping loose tonight. Just going with the flow and seeing what happens. It might be something cool, it might not be, but we'll always learn something in the process, and that's what creativity is about. Is exploring, you know, what's in here and what's in here, and seeing where it goes. You know, and we can always learn something. Maybe we'll learn something that we really love doing. Maybe we'll learn something that didn't work out so good. Maybe we'll find a new tool or pen that we like, a new color. So creativity, is really, it's about mindset. And you got to be open-minded to allow, to explore, to let mistakes happen. And sometimes, or for me, lots of times, expect the unexpected. You don't know. If I was going to draw a specific building, that's different because I have a focus, right? You've seen that with like the Chrysler building stuff I've done. If I have it here, I'll pull it out. Well, this isn't the Chrysler, but sketches like this, this was not really a specific outcome. This was just messing around and sketching, and it turned into something. So I was, expecting the unexpected on that. When I'm doing something more like this here, if I'm doing a building like Notre Dame, I knew what building I was sketching here. I wasn't going for detail, but I was trying to capture the essential character of the building in a specific moment in time, right? This is when the fire had occurred. So I had an end goal in mind when I was creating this. So I wanted specific shapes. I wanted to capture the Gothic arches on the building. I'm sorry if you can't see it all. The Gothic arches, the stained glass window, the tower pieces. So I think you can identify this as Notre Dame, right? Or Notre Dame. Maybe I should put a hunchback on there. Whereas this is totally different. This was really expecting the unexpected and just letting go. So this is now filed in the file for my Land of Imagination, or I think it's called the Land of Imperfection, a book that I'm slowly working on and adding to, an illustrated children's book for kids at heart. It could be for the young at heart. I don't know the age group yet, but I know the images. I kind of have an idea of where I'm going with it. Patty, do you remember Frugenglaage ice cream? I do remember that name. Oh, they're gone? Oh man, that stinks, Patty. I do remember that name. Was that kind of, did they come out around the same time as Haagen-Dazs maybe? I know Haagen-Dazs is still around. Love the blue. It's a day just like today was. Yeah, you had a nice day, Patty. It was a beautiful spring day here in New Jersey as well. Hey, Chris, you're here. How are you, Chris? I hope you're feeling well. It's always nice to have you tuning in. Let us know how you're feeling. Hope all is going well. So I'm a little bit all over the place, but you guys know that's these are unstructured. When I do the workshops in May, they're going to be more structured. It'll still have some looseness to it, but it'll definitely be a little more structured. And we'll have intents with each of the 4 sessions. Will have different purposes or outcomes that we're trying to get to. So it's going to be very different. That's going to be very different compared to these inking out loud sessions. You know what, guys? Let's put blue up here too. I want to we'll make it feel more like a conservatory. I think Tim had said that. Chris, you're a bit better. That is awesome, Chris. Positive thoughts your way. Positive healing. I love that you're doing a bit better. That's awesome. So I'm just going to sketch more of these kind of frameworks up here, and then I'm going to add some blue. So we'll make like the sky is visible through our arboretum, atrium, greenhouse, solarium, you guys pick. So there's a place I've been wanting to get to in, oh boy, all my New York City fans out there. I want to say Brooklyn, but I could be totally wrong. The Arboretum in New York City, I forget where it is, but it's a place I've been wanting to go to, and I'm thinking Arboretum environment with this type of sketch. If anybody knows where the Arboretum is, let me know. I drawing a blank. I know they do an amazing display there at Christmas time with trains. It's something I've been wanting to see. I hear it's just a beautiful, beautiful place to visit. So let's just add some water to that watercolor marker. Create some sky up in here. Beautiful blue sky. Like, who was saying it was a blue sky? One of you guys was saying it. It's the part of my brain. It's been sitting in a workshop all day. Oof. It was like from 10:30 this morning till like 9:30 at night. We had a couple breaks in there. It's all good, but my brain is shot. That's why I wanted to do some art tonight, just to get some downtime in before bed. This is kind of nice. I like adding the blue. I don't know how well it's showing up on camera. I feel like it's getting a little washed out. I have this daylight. Let me move this over and see if it shows a little better. So hopefully you can see the blue up in these areas. I love using these water brushes. They're just so convenient. So lots of times when I do these perspective type sketches, I always start with drawing some kind of a box for a frame. You can see it here very lightly. Yeah, it's really getting washed out. That's weird. But I always go outside that box. It's really a place to start to keep my focus. But I typically will go outside the frame. That's okay. Don't feel like you have to be contained within that area. It's just a place to kind of start. Maybe I'm going to put a little bit of blue back in here as well. So hope you guys are doing awesome. Let me check in. Yes, Patty was the one that said it was blue. My neighborhood ice cream stand has soft serve black raspberry and coffee twist. That sounds pretty awesome. I love coffee flavored stuff. That sounds pretty amazing, actually. Can you ship any down to New Jersey? That would be awesome. Yay, oh gosh, so I'm looking over here. Checking in. This has turned out to be a fun little piece. So I have some kind of a pathway or maybe steps in here. And what I'd like to do is I'm going to add some lines. Bring this over a little bit. Let me know if you guys cannot see this clearly. Sometimes I use my iPhone as my camera, which I think is better. I'm not using that right now. I'm going to put some vertical lines just to indicate maybe there's some kind of a step, or there's steps rising up. So we talk about lines and different line types. So these vertical lines are helping just to pull your eye or create the illusion that there's some kind of a vertical surface. Maybe the steps are rising up. Right now, all I have on my brain is ice cream. What's going on? I do have some Ben and Jerry's, but it's kind of late. I'll have to skip it, I think, tonight. So if you guys are enjoying this, let me know. If you have any questions, put them in the chat as always. If you have any thoughts, any positive things you want to share, feel free to put it out there. That would be awesome. This is so fun. So I'm just looking on my computer screen. See what's going on. Oh, that's cool. So I can see the image on YouTube and Facebook if I go to different tabs on my keyboard over there on my screen. So just want to pull out these steel frame areas a little bit, so I'm just darkening around the edges. So maybe there's a maybe there's some kind of a walkway here. Some kind of gravel or something, or stones, I don't know. When it comes to a stairway. And the stairway continues up. There's some kind of a door or a gate back here. Stairways actually continue up back in there for something. Cool. There we go. So we have it, guys. Just a quick little maybe arboretum, conservatory, greenhouse-y thing. Little perspective view going on. I feel like I need a pop of yellow in here. Let's brighten this up. You know what I'm going to do? Getting crazy, guys. I'm going to throw down some yellow. Actually, I'm going to break out the chartreuse. Remember, I played with this last week, I think, for the first time. And I was kind of scared. I was scared. I was scared of the color based on what it looked like here. But then when I put it on the paper, I liked it. Here's the sample we played around with last time. So let's just throw down some of this chartreuse. I'm going to pop out the frame. I want to just pop out this frame and make it bright yellow. Why not? Just playing around, right? So get my water brush. We'll just kind of spread some of the color out with it. And it's okay if we're outside the lines there. One of the advantages of doing loose style quick sketches is that when you go outside the lines, it fits right in, right? Because we're not trying to be contained and so rigid. We're loose, we're flexible. It's okay to color, add color outside the lines. I mean, these lines aren't even, they're not straight. They're wonky. You got wonky lines, wonky colors. Wonky. Whenever I say wonky, I think of Willy Wonka, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. But I promise I will not sing any Oompa Loompa songs. By the way, awesome movies. I love the original version with Gene Wilder. Such a great movie. I grew up with it as a kid. And the Johnny Depp one, the Tim Burton film, I actually enjoyed that too. It was really odd and quirky, but nothing will beat the original. The Gene Wilder thing, the iconic entrance where Gene Wilder's, the gate's opening, he's walking to the gate, and then his cane gets stuck in the walkway, and he kind of falls and does his roll, his flip. It's iconic. It amazes me. I still don't know how many takes they had to do for him to perfectly place that cane in the crack of the sidewalk to leave it there for him to his roll. Yeah, these are the things I think about. But I heard Gene Wilder in an interview. He said, he came up with that idea. He improvised that scene. It's a real iconic movie moment. Okay, my music, my Spotify list is playing a song that is not on my list. It's playing the Eagles. And I know I don't have any Eagles songs that I put on my list. It's shuffling. So I think popping the yellow in there just kind of pulled the frame out a little bit. Just trying to create a little interest going on. Would you see a yellow frame in a conservatory? I don't know. Maybe. Typically it's ironwork, right? Or it's metal, black. It could be chrome or copper. So we have yellow. We're just making a little vibrant piece there. I gotta change this song. Sorry. Nothing against the Eagles, but weird. Half of my songs on my list are not showing up. You guys know how much I love music, right? It's playing random things. I'm gonna add some graphite. I just want to kind of darken these stair risers a little bit. Riser is the vertical part of the stair that goes up. Just to give a sense to the illusion that there are some kind of steps rising on here. Here we go. I think that kind of made it pop a little more. I'll hold it up closer so you guys can see it. Sorry, the image is being washed out a little bit, especially in this area. Try me if I tilt it. So I think the glass looks a little too clean on the conservatory, so I'm going to add some pen on there. Just so it looks a little more glassy-like. Awesome, awesome. All right, so what do we got going in the chat? Let's see. Becky said something about breaking out glasses so she can appreciate your line work. There you go, breaking out those reading glasses. I'm cheating. I have the context where I have like the reading glass part built in. Don't tell anybody. Tim, your slogan should be ink positively. Tim, I like that. I can see it on t-shirt. Ink positively. Tim, always coming up with the good ideas. That's an awesome idea. I like that. I wanted to. I still have to look it up, see if anybody owns it. I'm sure someone has already claimed this. Copyright, I don't know, but I wanted to do a t-shirt that says "Sketch Happens." So if no one claimed it, I'm claiming "Sketch Happens," unless someone already claimed it. I thought it'd be kind of cool. "Sketch Happens." I could see that like on t-shirts or something. Becky, makes your blue really pop. Yeah, I think the yellow is making it pop, standing out, right? Do you ever draw buildings or houses in great details? So Donna, great question. I do. I do buildings and houses in great detail. I do them. They're more of technical, architectural types of drawings. I'm just thinking in my brain, if I have any here, I could show you. But yes, to answer your question, I do drawings that are more technical. I'm just looking around my room here to see if I can pull anything out to show you. You'll hit me. Do I have anything in my drawer? But yes, I do. So great question. So technical, definitely. Being an architect, I've been trained and to see things in detail, to create in detail. So absolutely. Typically, if I'm drawing something in detail, it would be more technical, rigid, straight types of lines. I would maybe even use drafting tools. I have like triangles in here. Got my architect scale. Have my triangle here, which is clear. It might be hard to see on screen, but I can draw really awesome technical lines. If you guys would be interested in seeing me do some more technical architectural drawings, let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a like. Give me hearts. Let me see on the screen, because I would be more than happy to show you guys some more technical architectural illustrations or drawings. That would be actually kind of fun. So great question, Donna. I love that. Gene Wilder will always be Willy Wonka to me. Yes, Becky, absolutely. I'm with you. I'm in the Wilder camp. Chris, awesome. Let go loose painting. Chris, that'll be awesome to see. Awesome. Can't wait to see it. That is so cool. It's really different for me because I like to control the paint. So Chris, yeah, I know you. I love your artwork. It's your characters. Your gnome characters are amazing. I love them. The stories they tell, they're fun. They're whimsical. So I'd love to see you're outside the box. You're kind of loose thinking as well, or creations. Cool, cool, cool. So Donna, yes, Donna, you'd love to see some architectural type of illustration. I'll definitely do that. That'll be fun. So I'm just putting some line work on here. Guys, I'm sorry this is so washed out. Let me turn this off, see if it's better. Let me know if that's better. I just turned one of the lights off here. So basically I'm just kind of drawing some lines on here, just to indicate maybe some kind of a glass surface. Architects will typically just do some kind of lines like this to indicate glass areas. Sorry if my hand's blocking. I'm trying to hold it up here so you can see it a little bit better when I'm sketching it. So we'll just do some hatching lines like that to indicate glass. So maybe here I would do the same thing. And this indicates some kind of reflective surface. So even though I do loose style sketches, I'm still incorporating lines or line types that I would do on technical drawings as well. And this is an example. So I can show glass show glass the same way on both technical and loose style drawings. I have some Tears for Fears playing right now. Shout, shout, let it all out. Good stuff. All right. I want to pull this. There's a frame here. I just want to kind of, oops, I'm drawing kind of in the air. So there we go. Just want to pull that out a little bit. So you can see by adding those lines now, you can see there's kind of more of a glass. Maybe I could have done it this way as well. I could have followed the curve and did glass this way as well if I wanted to. Just to help reinforce the idea that this is a curved area. So there you go. So you can kind of see, just by adding these little cross hatches, we're adding more detail, more layers to this. This one I think is done. Maybe I'll do one more. It's 10:51. I keep picturing foliage down the left side and below off the frame. So Tim, I think you're talking about in here, this area maybe? The left side and below the frame, so some kind of a foliage. I could see that. Just trying to picture my brain. How would I do that? How would I do that? Thumbs up for architectural drawings. Yay, Becky. Awesome to see you. Hey, GGNYC. Welcome. I don't think I've ever met you, so thank you for watching. I hope you're enjoying this. This is relaxing. That's awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying this. So this is our little conservatory quick perspective sketch. Patty, I don't think I've ever been scared of a color. Patty, I love that. That's a great artist mindset. Don't be scared of a color. I was scared. I was afraid of using chartreuse until last week when I just said, let's do it. And then I loved the way it came out. This is a scrap piece of paper we were playing around with last week. Actually, I think I had it. If you guys remember, I think I actually had it this way. We kind of sketched like a desert scene over it with tracing paper. It looks much different, more vibrant in person than on screen. Yeah, don't be afraid of colors. Cool. So Tim, I'm going to come back to your foliage idea. I'm going to leave this one here for now because I feel like I want to move on and create something different. But I always love your suggestions, guys, and what you're seeing. So let's do another quick loose sketch of something. Who knows? So let's just sometimes we'll take a quick tour down Sketchbook Lane, see what we have in this book. I'm almost out of pages on this one. So we looked a little bit through here. This was a cool, I was messing around with acrylic inks, trying to get some bronze and coppery colors. Actually, this is acrylic ink and acrylic paint on here. Just playing around with markers. Go through all these pages. This was fun. This was actually coffee. I was painting with coffee one day, just trying to get really different effects. And if I smell it, yes, I just smelled my paper. I can still smell some hazelnut coffee on there, guys. Just some, probably, I don't know, Folgers Keurig hazelnut or something. So you can get really cool effects even with coffee. I love the way this is kind of happening and blending there. This was a quick sketch of, does anybody know what this is a sketch of? Let me see if you guys know what this is. I have some Gatorade. I'm going to get a drink here. Let me tell me what this is a sketch of. It's two different, this is kind of a detailed view of some of it, but this is kind of just an overall quick sketch of the form of it. Let me know if you guys know what that is. Thumbs up. Oh yeah, I already said that. Thumbs up for exercise. Amazing what those lines did. Donna. So yeah, the lines for the windows. Sometimes just adding the simplest line gesture can really transform your drawing. So for sure. Pardon me while I got some, not just any kind of grape Gatorade, but this is a fierce thirst quencher. It says right there. I'm not even making it up. Can you guys see that on camera? Where am I? Where am I? My brain's all over the place. Right there, fierce. This is fierce thirst quencher. That's my commercial voice. When you can't bust your thirst, go for the Gatorade Fierce Thirst Quencher. It's bold and intense. And grape. I love grape. I love grape flavored stuff. All right. Cool. Yeah, so if you guys are enjoying this, let me know. Share this with your friends, your family, your people that you just want to send positive vibes to. You know, you guys are always positive in here. I love the community. I love the comments. I love your feedback. I love how you interact with each other. It's awesome. So keep up the amazing, amazing stuff. And I'm sorry, I'm just going through my, for some reason I lost half of my liked songs on my phone. So I'm going to switch to my iPad because I need music to keep it going. Music helps me create, you know, different types of music. I'll sketch different types of things and different styles. So one of my creative motivators is definitely music. So let's see, and I can't play it out loud because YouTube and Facebook will. I know Facebook will shut off my sound. They've done that before. I didn't realize it. I think YouTube, I don't know what they do. I guess something with copyright and all that stuff. And I understand because people, you know, need to make money off their art. I'd love to make money off my art. I'm trying. All right, let's put some music on here. Cool. So, guys, this building is this is Space Mountain in Walt Disney World. This is Space Mountain. You can see behind me on the wall. I'll get out of the way. You can see the Disney Castle up here. One of my favorite sketches I've done to date. You can actually see on YouTube. You can see a time-lapse video of the Disney Castle. So check that out. All right, let's go. I did this last week, I think. This city skyline, kind of with fireworks in the background. All right, so let's just do another quick sketch tonight. Gatorade looks like paintbrush water. Yes, it does look like paintbrush water. Should we put some on our? Should we try painting with a little Gatorade? Now I'm going crazy. So I have I'm just gonna pour some Gatorade. I have a lid here. I'm gonna put just a little bit in there. I am painting with Gatorade, guys. You can thank Becky for this one. All right, there's some Gatorade in here, just a little bit. So this will be an art piece. I'm just gonna keep for myself. I don't know what's gonna happen. Let's do it. I guess we'll quench the thirst of the paper. All right, guys. I have some purple Gatorade on the brush right here. Whoa, you can't even really see it. It actually looks blue. That's so funny. It is blue on the paper. That's the Gatorade. It's so hard to see. Alright, so maybe we'll just put it back here as a little wash. Alright, that didn't work so good. Not yet. It smells good though. Your art should be multi-dimensional, right? Sketching and painting doesn't just have to please your eye, but let it please all of your senses. Alright. Alright, so let's just do our typical, just gonna go loosey-goosey and see what happens. Of course, you guys probably already know what I'm seeing in this sketch. Oops, I was off screen a little bit maybe. There we go. Oh no, I have like two windows open. One looks like off screen, the other one's totally on screen. So let's just keep adding some lines. So if you're still with me on Facebook, let me know. If you're still with me on YouTube, let me know. Give me a shout out or some kind of likes. If you have any questions, let me know. If you're finding this fun. Wow, all I smell is purple Gatorade. Grape Gatorade. Put it over here. I mean, it's a good smell. I think it's so cool you guys want to see some more architectural, like technical drawings. That's really awesome. So yeah, I'll definitely show. Did I tell you guys the story? So my architecture class, right? So you guys know I teach architecture at the high school level. I have three. I have two CP classes and I have one honors architecture class. So I spent, I don't know, a few hours making a video for them about architectural drawing and doing a demo. And I put it on YouTube for them to watch so I can see how many views it gets. And this was just before spring break, actually. So out of, how many kids I would say? 20. Out of about 45 students, I had three. Watch two. Three students watched it. It's kind of disappointing, like all the work I put into it. But I know spring break was on their mind. It was on mine too. I'm going to chalk it up to spring break. I'm pretty energetic in school, pretty passionate. I get into it. I try to let my enthusiasm speak a lot. Some kids love it, some kids, don't, and my job is just to open doorways and expose them to things I know and help them, just expose them. As a teacher, I'm a door opener, and they inspire me incredibly. Some of these kids are absolutely amazing. But it's all good. So I'm picturing some kind of a chapel, some kind of a funky, if you guys know there's an architect, Le Corbusier. This is not his building by any means, but I'm picturing he had a concrete building, or a temple, or not a temple. Oh, who an architect's aficionado is out there? It was a church structure. So, I don't know, maybe it's some kind of a modern church or structure here. You can kind of see like a curved roof. There's some kind of modern steeple with a cross at the top there. I should know the name of the building. I want to say it's Shandagar or something like that, but I'm kind of drawing a blank on it. In France, I think it's in France somewhere. And there's maybe some kind of a building in the background. There's this another part of the church back in here. The Sharpie's drying up a little bit. And I'm going to break out a sepia marker, and we're going to just put some sepia around the outside and let the building pop a little bit. I'm picturing some kind of a column here. These are narrow windows. The roof's coming down, sweeping around like this. I love stairways and staircases, and sometimes, do you ever see a staircase? Sometimes you just wonder where it goes. So we got some kind of a staircase here. It just continues up. It's going up and up. I love having staircases continue up. So there's kind of right here. There's quite a staircase going up. I don't know where. Maybe it's the stairway to heaven. Or Ben & Jerry's, because the Ben & Jerry shop. I gotta work that in somehow. Scratch and sniff sketching could be a thing. Becky, yes, I love the idea of scratch and sniff sketching. Could be Adobe. It could be Adobe. Yeah, it definitely has the character of Adobe. I like that. Patty, a gazebo. It could be a gazebo. I love what you guys are saying. Still can't find me on Facebook, Patty. That's weird. I'm not sure why. What's up with that? So I'm on my regular Facebook page. Hey, you guys out there on Facebook, right? I'm just on my regular Facebook page. Is that true? Let me know, because I'm trying to figure out how we can get Patty to Facebook. Yeah, I'm just streaming on my regular page, so that's kind of weird, Patty. I wonder. Let me paste a link in the chat, maybe. I don't know. Can anybody on Facebook maybe paste like a link in the chat to the stream? I don't know if that's doable or not. I know, Patty. I wish you could see, like, you guys could talk to everybody on Facebook. That would be cool. If I could merge the YouTube and Facebook streams together, there might be a way to do it. This is my first time doing a simulcast. I was just trying to sound fancy by saying simulcast. Did it work? I'm not charging extra for the simulcast either, guys. It all comes with the price of admission tonight. You get a simulcast. You get to learn about scratch instead of painting. Who would have thunk it, right? Wasn't it worth staying up late tonight just to see this? I'm just kidding. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Hope you're learning some stuff. You're getting some creativity. Having some fun chatting with each other. So this building's kind of taking some more form in the background as I add more shapes to it. So these are some kind of doorways here. Maybe an arched canopy over the doorways. Some windows. You know, maybe this is a bell tower or something. There's some kind of bell tower up in here. So you'll notice I don't always finish off buildings, right? This is totally empty over here. And that's intentional. I don't really want to finish it. I want you guys to use your imagination. I want the viewer to kind of finish the scene. And imagine, you know, what do you think's happening over here? Alright, let's add some sepia around the outside of this. And we'll just pull out some of these forms. You can see it a little bit better. So I have my sepia watercolor marker. Adobe, yeah, you know, Becky, I see the Adobe. I'm coming back to that again because I totally am seeing it in this building here. Good observation. Yes, super fancy. Simulcast is a super fancy word. Super fancy broadcast tonight. I aim to please, guys. I aim to please. I think it's just a water brush that has a bigger point on it here. Actually, you know what I want to do? I want to take my 3/4 inch brush. So I'm just taking my wider brush so I can just spread this sepia out a little bit quicker on here. It's okay if I get some on the drawing. And you'll see as I add this sepia, it's just going to start pulling out the shape. And I'm not being very careful. I don't care if I color in the building with it. Right? It's all about loose style sketching, adding a little bit of ink wash to it, or actually watercolor wash in this case. So I'm just using this board as a palette and picking off the sepia from that. Yeah, it's really dry in here tonight. I think that's why my Sharpies aren't being my best buddies tonight. So you can see, right, adding the sepia, it's kind of just pulling out the building a little bit more. So we're going to wrap up at 11:30 for sure. Tomorrow's my last day of spring break. Yippee, yippee, yippee. Back to school on Monday. It's been a good break. It's been a working break, but it's been a good break. And I'm just adding a little more sepia, just another layer on top of where I put it. There we go. Cool. Actually, I want to put a little bit of sepia in here because I want these buildings to be kind of separated with an alleyway. I'm just going to go around the outside of the building here, a little bit darker. Cool. Cool, there we go. Awesome. So you can see I just wanted to add some in here just to kind of separate the building forms out. Sort of reminds me of the Spanish Steps in Rome a little bit too. That is cool, Becky. I love how you're seeing that. Right? Awesome. What's fun for me is that like these sketches, with these sketches, you guys are traveling like to so many different places. You're all seeing different things. I think that's really, for me, probably the most fun about doing these drawings. It's just hearing the places that you guys are picturing or imagining. I think that is just so cool. It blows me away. Awesome, awesome stuff. Chris, you love the background color. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, so I'm just using my sepia, brush and just brushing it on there. And I like how it's different tones. I don't have it all one solid color. It's kind of mottled a little bit. And I do that intentionally just to create some character. Kind of age it a little bit. Fun sketch. Just taking a look at it. I think this one might be done, guys. I did say think. I did say think might be done. I couldn't resist. Just want to darken the edge of this building a little bit, just to pull it out. I'm really loving this shape. What I really like is this little curve of the roof. That subtle curve, I think, really makes this building, if I was to do a square or a typical church steeple on it, would look totally different, right? Where's my trace paper? There. I'll show you. If I was just to do a typical, so, I mean, look how much the character is going to change by doing this. And I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's going to be totally different. It depends what look you want. Becky, I'd be curious to know does it still have the Adobe look? If I did that kind of shape on it. Hope you can see that on camera. If I did something like that, let me just sketch this so you can see what's underneath better. sketch this edge. Right, so if you guys can see that, it just has a totally different character. So one of the the cool things about architecture is knowing different roof styles. You have gable roofs, you have shed roofs, you have gambrel roofs, you have Dutch style roofs, you have hipped roofs. There's so many different styles of architecture that you can incorporate, and by knowing that vocabulary, you can quickly make a change to the style of something. Yes, might be done. I might be done. I didn't make a firm commitment there. I'm done. I am done with this. Put the pen away. Sketch happens. I gotta Google that. I hope no one has that. I want to make t-shirts that say that. Alright, cool guys. So 11:19, let's just do a little wrap up. Did I just sound Canadian when I said that? Let's just do a little, I don't know, it sounded Canadian. Sometimes I say hoose instead of house. And someone's like, are you from Canada? Or, I don't know, I said hoose. Like, I haven't been to Canada, but I would love to visit. Have you guys been to Canada? If so, where's a great place to go visit in Canada? I have the graphite stick. I do want to add a little bit of graphite just on these stairs. I'm not done. Don't hold it against me. Please don't hold it against me. I tried. I did try to step away. Graphite was calling my name. So Patty, I don't know if you're still with us or if you're able to find a Facebook page or not. I'll have to look into that. I'm not sure what was happening there. And Patty, if you are on YouTube still, let me know. What do you think of the YouTube experience? Anybody watching on YouTube, let me know. What do you think of the YouTube experience? I'm typically just on Facebook, but I'm trying to spread out a little bit, so I wanted to give YouTube a try. Let me know about the YouTube experience. Definitely changed the building, not Adobe. Yeah, so Becky. Yeah, definitely. That's true. Grand Bisou, Quebec. I will have to Google that too. You guys have such good information. I'm not familiar with the Grand Bisou in Quebec. I'll definitely Google that. Thank you for the suggestion. So this is done, officially done. I think just adding a little bit of graphite just helped to pull the stairs out a little bit. Could we get into shade and shadow and all that? We could, but that's not what this is about. This is just a study, really, in quick study in forms, overall shapes. Just being playful. All right, guys, let's do it's wrap up time. It's 11:21, and I'm keeping you up past your bedtime. So let me go back to what's going on over here. All right, I was just checking my computer settings over here. All right, so I always like to do a little wrap up, maybe a quick recap of what we talked about. As always, I'd love for you guys to share your comments. Let me know if you had any takeaways, anything inspired you, tonight, any ideas, not just from what I'm doing, but from what you guys are saying to each other in the chats. Always love to get that feedback from you, for sure. Boy, I had a lot of stuff out tonight. Look at that, I have all kinds of stuff. I have a lot of Sharpies, so my first takeaway is, I think it's very dry in my room, and my Sharpies were not playing nice tonight. So that was interesting. I'll have to look into that. So we got the Sharpies out. What do we start with, guys? Anybody remember? It's in here somewhere. Oh yeah. So tonight I just started, playing around with perspectives on want to practice with perspectives. As I get closer to the workshop in May, one of the sessions is going to be about perspectives. So just want to keep playing around with it, and always get feedback from you guys about perspectives and how do you do them. So it's always fun to play around with that. So we did perspectives on here. We I think a big takeaway on this is really just to create some glass areas. You can just add simple line work just to create the idea of reflection, and this translates on rough sketches and also into architectural types of drawings. So you can carry similar line types through each form of drawing. I love how you guys, my other big takeaway actually from tonight is how you guys, your imaginations, your visions, transported you all to different places. Some of you guys said this could be an aquarium. Tim said gazebo, or not gazebo. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. That structure with glass. Greenhouse. A greenhouse. So it was kind of cool how you guys all saw some different forms. And just adding some colors, the bright yellow just popped the frame out. And it really just called attention to the structure. And then a common thing we did tonight is, we kind of had a dark. This was our magic solution that we're going to patent here, right? The magic inking solution. That was what we used for the background on this, just to kind of create that dark tone to offset the sketch. And if we look at the one we just made, which should be here, right? That's a similar concept. We had a dark background just to kind of offset the sketch. This isn't a perspective sketch. This is called an elevation drawing. An elevation drawing in architect speak is a straight-on view. So you have exterior elevations, which are straight-on views of the outside of the building. You could do interior elevations, which are interior views. So we have a straight-on elevation drawing. Cool. All right, guys, you're awesome. Let's see. Go for it, Chris. Where should it? Chris, you can post your picture. I think you could post it on Inkspired Life. Actually, nowhere would be a good place to post it. I don't know, Becky, if you can help me. I don't know if you're able to do this, but the link to the Ink and Wash group, that'd be a great place for Chris to. You can post it on there as well. And I could come back later and post a link on here for you. You might have to join the group first, which obviously I would love you to do that, and then post it in there. It's a great place for you guys to post your artwork and architectural stuff, and or loose sketching. I'd love to see what you're doing. Good question. I am now listening to. What am I listening to? Oh, this is the Mandalorian theme from the Mandalorian. If anybody watches the Mandalorian on Disney Plus, great series. Great architectural design and sets on that show. Chock full of inspiration. It's great stuff. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, definitely. We'll get you that link and definitely post it in there. I'd love to see what you're doing, for sure. Cool. All right, guys. So I think we're gonna wrap. It is Thursday. I'm gonna be back tomorrow. I'm loving this so much. I'm gonna be sketching tomorrow night. Tomorrow's Friday. So I'm trying to think, what's a good time for you guys? I'm good anytime, like 7:30 or later. I don't know if 7:30 is better for some people, earlier or later. I know it's up to me, right? Ultimately, but it was always great to get your feedback. We'll just say somewhere around 7:30 or 8 tomorrow. I'll probably pop on and we'll do some more stuff. That would be fun. Cool. So Chris, yeah, have a great night. Hope you're feeling better. Hang in there. You have a great night. It's awesome seeing you. And Patty, and the Urbanists, and Gigi, if you're still on, thank you for joining. Hope you like the page, subscribe, and come back. I'd love to have you continue to be part of the community. And Linda and Patty, you guys are on Facebook, so thank you, on YouTube. So thank you for streaming on YouTube. It's awesome to see you guys there. And then I had Chris, and Becky, Oh man, I won't leave anybody out. I know Tim was on there. Donna. Who else? Am I missing anybody? CJ. I think I got it. If I missed you, I'm sorry, but thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. I appreciate you all. Share this with your friends, your peeps, people you want to spread some positive and creativity to, some positivity to. That would be awesome. So thank you so much, guys. Have a great, great night. Peace and live creatively. See you tomorrow night, 7:38, and I'll be streaming YouTube and Facebook. I don't know why I'm pointing. I'm just pointing. And thanks, guys. Have a great night. Take care. It's always fun. See you.